Yep.
So that night, okay, so we finished Bunker,
Mhm.
and then what did we go do? I think then we just
walked around.
Yes, we just walked around. We just relaxed. We took it all in. Here, I got to say this. The four of us traveled so well together.
Yeah.
And here's one of the main reasons why.
Yeah, because it's always going to come back to this for you.
We all enjoyed just laying in bed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the fashions.
Oh, yeah, the fashions for sure. We'll get to the fashions.
Yes. There were carved out times.
There were carved out times where it was like they kind of just wanted to go lay and nap. We just wanted to turn on Bravo and be under the covers and just, I don't know. This was a trip that was like, we're here to enjoy the beauty and to see the things, but it doesn't have to be go, 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 go. We don't have to exhaust ourselves on a vacation.
And we could have. There was so much to see.
There's so much to do there, but it was nice to do a few things and then lay around. I really loved that we were all on board with that.
Yes, just go back to the room. And it was, you can spend 2 hours to get ready, or you can spend an hour and a half to lie down and take a nap and take 30 minutes to get ready. It didn't matter. We were all so relaxed about the schedule. We only had a few things that, here are reservations for this. Yep. Here's the time to meet for this. But the rest of it could just flex. And we loved that. And on the first day, we forgot to mention that we did the afternoon tea.
Yes. And they do that every day.
They do afternoon tea at 4:15. We thought it was 4 at first, but it's 4:15. And it's proper hot tea. I mean, the people are still in like French made uniforms.
Yes, like serving the tea.
Like
amazing.
The kind that you saw on the Titanic or whatever. Yeah. Like those kind of like black and white outfits. It's from Yesteryear.
Yes.
And
from the annals of time.
Yep. And it was just so beautiful. And they had the little cookies and the things to dip in, those little lemon cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, those caramel salt cookies too. The shortbread, the brownies, everything. And we're just dipping and we're drinking and we're enjoying. And then comes the
piano man. Oh, the entertainment.
Wow.
Wow.
This pianist.
He could play anything.
Anything.
So his sheet music was like a giant iPad. Mm-hmm. Think of that. Just a thin electronic screen. And you would walk up to him and say, "Can you play this?" And he would just type it in.
Yep.
And that sheet music would pop up and he'd bang it out.
Yep.
And so
we finally said, "Can you play Celine?"
And he did.
He sure did.
He played.
Killed it.
Coming back to me, and we will for sure be posting that.
So amazing, and he played it so beautifully.
He played it,
and
so
he took the slow moments slow.
He
and
did.
Oh God, he was so good.
He took his time, y'all. For us.
It was just beautiful. And then here comes the singers.
Yes. So then there's a singer. He's got a harmonica. Everyone's standing around taking video. Like everyone was just delighting in these musicians.
Yep. Then the girl came up and she sang. Killed it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bluesy, jazzy voice.
Mm-hmm. She's like an Amy Winehouse voice, but in this tiny blonde bombshell body.
Yes.
And I was just blown away by her. Everyone there is so talented, and there's so much entertainment, and they're all around.
Uh-huh.
It's like Disney.
Yeah.
It's like Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you have all the people and you just go, oh, okay, so Jasmine's over here now, and then she moves there, and then she's on the float, and then she's at the parade, and now she's doing it's very much like that. And they were phenomenal. And one of the guys is on American Idol right now, I guess.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So super talented, and we'll be voting for him. We'll let y'all know who we need to root for. But they were just the best. And we saw them throughout the resort. They were at the piano bar the next night.
Yeah.
They were everywhere, and it was just, you're so entertained.
And so then we saw the girl that was singing the Ariel song, but then she was also the dancer that came to the casino.
So they do a nightly waltz with a champagne toast.
At the casino.
Great. At like 8 p.m. So if you're in the casino, they literally walk around with glasses of champagne for every single person, and they stop the games.
Yeah.
So no one's betting. And everybody stands up and watches the entertainers walk through the casino, walk into this gazebo that's built inside of there to mock this watering well or something. I can't remember what it was, on the property outside. And they do the waltz, the nightly waltz.
Mm-hmm.
It's so proper.
Yes.
It's so beautiful. It's just stuff that you don't see anywhere else.
No.
And they're still doing it at the Greenbrier. Yeah. And you just really do feel like you've stepped back into time. And step back in time into another time.
Yeah.
And the book I'm reading about Dorothy right now is actually by a local author.
Oh, cool.
I'll shout her out on stories, but the book is called, I believe, The Grand Design, and it's the story of Dorothy Draper.
I love that.
And so I'm learning so much about her life before, when she would come to the Greenbrier as a child and with her family and as a debutante, all the way through to being hired back 30, 40 years later to do this interior design work.
So cool.
So I'm getting to see the Greenbrier through like the early 1900s.
And I mean, imagine how even more grand that seemed.
Well, that's how she's describing it in the book, and it is beautiful. Oh, I just love that time. It's so neat it can't even relate.
Yeah.
You can't even relate.
No.
Even if you grew up rich, you can't relate to that.
Yeah.
Where, you're getting presented, and they called it the treadmill when you would walk into the ballroom. And I'm loving it. So great job. The author, who, again, I can't remember her exact name right this second, but I'll shout her out. She's doing a fantastic job painting a beautiful scene.
That.
I'm on like chapter 4 or 5. I'm just into it, probably about page 70, but I'm reading it before bed.
Is that helping you sleep?
I'm trying to help me sleep.
I feel like that's a good thing to read before bed. It's not getting you too hyped up. It's not a thriller.
No. Yeah. Tiffany will be happy because she said, y'all have to put your phones away. Now I'm like, but we're doing puzzle games before bed. We're trying to do crosswords and things.
Relax.
And that's same with me, but she said you can't be looking at the screen.
Yeah, she said for an hour, it's got to be in another room.
Ooh, that's tough. But I am at least reading. Joshua can attest to it. Last night I started to read. My eyes got heavy. I said, babe,
great.
My eyes are heavy. I'm going to put my book down and try to roll over and go to sleep. I don't think he knows what to make of me.
Yeah.
Doing that. It's so helpful.
He never knows what to make of
No, he doesn't. That's true.
That's not out of the
way. No. Every night before you go to bed, he's like, another day. We did it. You got through. You made it to the end. You didn't lose anybody. You didn't lose yourself. Good job, babe. You mostly did all the things on your non-existent list. He's amazed by.
He's along for the ride.
He is.
We are.
Y'all, it's a mess. It's a disaster. Right now we have carpenter bees eating up the inside of the roof of our porch.
That's fun.
And that's fun. And he's like, hey, you let the pest control company know yet? Hey, babe, you have like a whole trade out with them. So you kind of have to be the one I would take this from you. But you're
getting the deal.
Yeah. Green Mango. Shout out to Green Mango. But they do all of our pest control for free. So I talk about them. And he's like, so you want to just shoot him a text? Like, yeah, I'm right on top of that, Rose. Last night he comes home. More just wood shaved down onto the front. Hey, babe, you can hear them. You can hear the bees having a party up there. Just, hey, babe, see all this dust now?
You hear the bees.
Yeah. They're having a party.
That's the bees.
Hey, babe, you gonna, about Green Mango, I'll literally do anything if you'll just.
Did you text them?
I did. Okay, I just needed that second reminder.
You did it.
I just needed that second reminder.
Good
and
girl.
They're coming tomorrow.
Good girl.
Yeah, thank you. So he's going to come home today, see some more of that wood just eating away. And I said, hey, listen, they're coming tomorrow, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it.
You did it.
I remembered. But, just every night, every day, I think he gets to the end. And he just is like, you did it again. You survived another day, girl.
Through.
Yay. It's a lot. I am a lot. He's a saint.
That's why we love you, because you're a lot.
Sainthood. He will.
So we get
So back to the Greenbrier.
Okay, so we get through that day. Then we have our relaxation time. Then we do our awesome reel.
Oh.
With our floral looks.
It was such a good reel. Y'all know the ones where you fall down and you bounce back up? I thought those were made by people really falling down and bouncing back up.
No, honey.
I know.
No.
Kristin said, especially not you. She didn't say that. But I definitely, there was no way that that's actually possible with my body type.
Or any body type to effortlessly bounce back up off a bed There is no way.
I just thought that the bed had to be super springy.
No, I said it's in reverse.
Yeah.
That is how they make it.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah. And so we pieced it all together and then it turned out great.
It's such a good reel. I
love
really,
that reel.
really
I
hope that y'all will go and like it.
Go like
because it was really
go
cute.
Like our reel and leave a comment if you
Please. We would really like some more engagement on our Instagram.
Yeah.
All that to say _podcast. Please. So like it.
Then we go to the Steakhouse. And this is where Miranda had an existential crisis. And I needed Andy and a camera.
Do you see you selling those mugs now?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
At BravoTV.com.
We need those.
Yeah. It says, I need Andy and a camera.
We needed Andy and a camera
we did.
that night.
We did.
I'll just say this. The Steakhouse was unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean.
Wow.
I ordered a Caesar. They came tableside and made a fresh Caesar with
like
little sardines.
Muddling the anchovies with the lemon juice, making the dressing by hand. It's just another level. Yeah, everything there is on another level. They make the bananas Foster right at the table. They're flambéing right in front of you.
Yeah.
They're doing a flambé in front of you.
Yeah. So we got steak and different sides and
the Wagyu steak. The Wagyu steak was priced per ounce, y'all. And I just need you to know that the Wagyu steak was $25 for 1 ounce. $25. Don't run your car off the road. You heard me right. $25 for 1 friggin' ounce of steak. One. Do y'all know what an ounce is? It's insane.
But here's why I liked
No.
That. Okay. Here's the deal. But they did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Because the next lowest fillet was 8 ounces.
Yep.
They didn't have a 6 ounce. And if they'd had a 6 ounce, I would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But what I knew is this. I'm eating all this salad and the sides, and the bread was so good.
Oh, the bread. The cornbread.
And I knew I cannot eat the 8 ounce, but one of two things will happen. I'll have extra steak and it'll just be wasted.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to do with the steak? Or I'm going to feel like I need to finish this, and I'm going to stuff my gullet so hard that I'm going to feel so full. And then I'll be uncomfortable, and that will make me sad. Yeah. So I said, I'm just going to do 4.
And we don't want Chrissy to be sad.
So I just did 4 ounces of the Wagyu, and it was the perfect amount of steak, and Aaron did the same.
Yeah.
And we were really happy with that, and it was unbelievable.
For $100.
Yeah. But come on, if we're getting a nice fillet somewhere, it's going to be.
So Josie and I split the 8 ounce fillet.
Right.
That was $65.
Yeah.
So we ended up splitting it. So we each still got 4 ounces for $32.50 or whatever.
Yeah, which I think is a great deal.
Yeah, it is.
So what was the problem?
Well, the problem is that everything there. So we had already had a $72 lunch. We had already had a $58 breakfast. Like nothing is.
Even the cocktails.
The cocktails are $22.
How much was a shot of Fireball?
1 shot of Fireball was $18 before tip, before the preservation fee went in it, and before the West Virginia sales tax went in it. So 1 shot of Fireball ended up being about $22.
Yeah.
And
that was out of control.
I said, it's a shot of Fireball. Now, if you are muddling, if you are shaking, if you are steaming, if you are smoking, if you are doing all these fancy things that these mixologists do now, and I'm not shitting on it, I understand that some people, this is a craft.
Yeah.
A craft cocktail, some would say.
Mm-hmm.
But this is pouring a shot of Fireball.
Yeah, just in a glass.
That's insane pricing.
Yeah.
And so I had already done that. Right?
That was the third night.
Oh, that's the third night. Okay, so the second night.
But it's just
everything.
Everything was very.
And the only thing I had researched about this before we went, because we were deciding if we were going to book spa appointments, is I went to the website to look at the spa appointments or spa prices. And right then I knew that I would never book a spa appointment there. Okay. The massages start at $300.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. The manicure is $95. This is, again, before tip, before anything.
Right.
So these are just not prices I'm comfortable with spending, especially as someone who doesn't enjoy the spa experience
That's right.
at all. So, but that's all I'd looked at. I had not looked at prices of food. I had not looked at prices of the cocktail. I hadn't looked at any of that. We knew our rooms, and then at that point, I knew what spa would be.
Yeah.
So to get there, and on the first night, be like, what is this dinner for chicken piccata? Okay. Yeah. And then the next morning, it's this. And then the lunch, a sandwich. What did I get at Draper's the first? I don't know. But the bill was
the potted
chicken pot pie. 72, like for lunch. I just can't. These prices were just wild to me. I've never been somewhere where it's actually been that much money.
Yeah.
I'm always able to find something affordable.
I know.
If we go to Vegas, I can find something affordable. If we go to New York City, I can find something affordable.
That's right.
I've stayed at decent places and I can still find something affordable.
Right.
It just didn't feel like there was an affordable place there.
Right.
And it was starting to make me feel, I don't know if insecure is the right word, inadequate, but I just felt like I already, let me tell you, I was going into this.
Overwhelmed by that.
I think overwhelmed is a better word.
Yeah.
But let me also give a little bit of backstory here. I had done a huge partnership and I hadn't been paid for it yet. And I was really excited about having that money and just kind of spending if I wanted to and not even thinking twice about it. Now, Joshua never makes me feel bad about what I spend or don't spend. We have a joint account. He never, ever asks. There's nothing. He's fantastic about it. But neither of us are spenders. So we don't kind of have to keep a check on each other. Yeah. We're both like very much about what our needs are, not our wants. But if we want something and it's over a certain amount, we always chat about it with each other. Joshua runs, as y'all know, marathons. He's constantly having to buy shoes. He buys good, expensive shoes for a reason because they're his feet. Like they matter. And so I don't think twice about it. He has to buy new great shoes. He feels the same way about me, but we still have that discussion. We still talk about it each time. Even if a TV goes out, it's like, should we buy a new TV? What kind of TV are we getting? We just talk about all these sorts of things. So we talk about it. And that was one thing. So I was kind of expecting this check. I wanted to go put it into the account. And then that way I didn't even have to think about it type thing. And then it was spring break. It was our kids' spring break that week, the same week of the Greenbrier. And we had decided not to go anywhere for spring break with our kids because of cost. Yeah. And so we didn't take them anywhere. Yet I'm going to go to the Greenbrier with just my girlfriends, not my husband. Don't take him anywhere. Don't take my kids anywhere this week off that we have. I'm going to go. So that already felt a little selfish to me in my brain. That felt like, it's a lot about me. That's not about what I want right now. Spending money on just myself.
But that's okay for
I know. But I'm just giving some backstory to our podcast.
Okay, I'm just saying I'm just saying out loud because I think some listeners are going in their minds, well, Miranda, it's okay for you to sometimes spoil yourself.
Kristin was, trust me, being that sound, that angel on my shoulder where I can let my internal self be my own worst critic and devil. She's over here trying to be the angel. It's okay. You work really hard. You can spend it on yourself. Joshua knows where you are. He wants you to be here. Your kids are happy for you. Go, do, be. Don't stress about it. I'm just trying to give some backstory because I think that there will be podcasts who are nodding along who shame and guilt is just one of those underlying emotions that they've kind of had their whole life. Yeah. And it's hard to shake out of it.
That's right.
And so I then think, okay, and I'm now here. We didn't do anything with our kids. We didn't do anything as a family. I'm here, and now everything is so expensive and so much money, and it just feels a lot like me. And then you look around like, what are you doing here? Like, this is so crazy. It's so opulent. It's so grand. It's so over the top. And I just never experienced anything like that. And what I was explaining to Kristin is it's hard to know how to react to something if you've had no experience in it. So it's like a muscle. You have to work it a little bit, right? Like I would never just go like spend money, just frivolous. Like it just felt that way a little bit.
Sure.
But now that we've turned it into an episode, I think everything's a write-off.
Yeah. It's all a write-off.
Because it's just all a write-off.
It's all a write-off.
Like the skincare cream that David used on Schitt's Creek. But I understand. I can rationalize it all. I was exhausted. I had not slept. I am now just like, this dinner is now $140 more of dinner. And I thought, I split a steak and some broccoli. Like, what is happening here?
And the soup. You got the
French onion soup. So it's just, you start to add things up and just wonder, how many more meals here can I do?
You were like, we still have a day and a half.
Yeah, I was starting to count out how many more meals we were going.
You panicked.
I did. I panicked. I said, we're only halfway through this thing. I have enough. It's kind of like when I was on my run and I missed mile marker 3, y'all. And I said, I don't think I can finish this. That was me sitting at the steakhouse going,
I can't finish this.
This is only halfway through. We're only on night 2. I can't finish this. Get me home. I got to leave West Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
And so Kristin's looking at me like, it's okay. Don't. She saw me look at the bill.
Yeah.
She said,
she got this look on her face.
Kristin just could tell.
And I was like, uh-oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
And so what happens is, as I'm trying to speak truth into her, like, listen, it's okay. Da-da-da. You're all right. Celebrate yourself. We're here together. This is entertainment.
We're having the best time.
And she just kept coming back to me going, yeah.
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 And I was like, this is not it.
She goes, stop saying yeah to me. And I go, ah! And you know,
she goes, I say it, I'll cry.
You know, at the end of Lego Movie when Unikitty finally bursts. Yes. And her eyeballs
she was
just shoot out. Unikitty happened. I'm tearing up. My eyes have tears right now just thinking about it. Because I was so insane. I know it. I'm again.
And then of course I felt horrible because I felt like I had pushed her to the brink when I was like, stop saying yeah to me. And so she gets up.
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick because I could tell I was about to cry at the table and I had already started.
I call Bravo. I'm like, Andy, now. So I chase her out of the restaurant. Y'all, this is so exciting. I chase her out. She's running from me. So
I'm like, I can't talk to anybody right now. I took the napkin with me off my lap and had it up to my eyes.
You were Candace.
Yes, I was Candace with the tissue. Just the corner of it.
I'm dying. So I find her out in the hall outside of the restaurant. And we have a deep convo. I'm talking her off the ledge.
Yes.
And you say kind of all these things to me that it's all kind of piled on. And it just was a moment of like, my God, like I still have a day and a half here. Yes. I can't go on. And I said, we will figure this out. This does not have to be $1,000 day every day. Yada, yada, yada. And so we talked through some things.
I was like, and I lost my $100 at the casino. I can't even win. Everyone else can win. The girl who needs to win can't win. The girls who don't even need. I was like, literally, y'all, I was insane. Like, I'm crying, laughing at myself back now, thinking back to it. And then I was embarrassed.
And I was like, I used my birthday wish on you, I swear.
Yeah, this dinner was to celebrate Aaron and Kristin's birthdays. As soon as they blew out the candles, I had an existential crisis. I'm like, sorry for making this all about me, which then made me feel even worse.
Yeah, so then she's shame spiraling about that.
About it. Just embarrassment. Embarrassment on layers of embarrassment that I've just walked out of this beautiful steakhouse at the Greenbrier with my napkin up to my face, crying. Y'all know I don't exactly blend in this place either. No one else had purple hair, shocker.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking I've ruined the night. I've made it about me, which I don't like to do. I was retelling Joshua this story and he goes, babe, you act like we're broke. Like we're not broke.
I know.
We're not. I'm just we're very careful with our money.
But what I had also said to you at that dinner was like, you grew up in that way, knowing that like each penny really mattered.
It did.
And like, where is it going?
It did.
And I think a little bit of that family stress
is still in me.
You took on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't you think?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so it's still in you.
Yeah.
And what I said to you is it's so great for your girls. The girls are very money conscious. Like, yeah, you guys are raising them in the right way, especially in a world that's just about indulge.
Yeah.
Like
more.
Yes. Like you really, it all is good, but I think it all just hit you at once.
Yeah. So
she ends up going to this beautiful bathroom. Beautiful.
Tell the story of the bathroom.
Okay. So she ends up going to right down the hall and to the left. So she ends up finding this bathroom. We're down the hall and to the left. And so I go back to the girls at the table. They're like, is she okay? We chit chat for just a minute. I'm like, she's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
We gather up our things, get our cake, get all the stuff. Our bottle of wine. You still had some wine left.
Yeah.
And we go down the hall to find her. So we open the door
to the bathroom.
That palatial, fabulous Draper bathroom.
The most amazing bathroom.
And she's sitting in one of the coordinating chairs with the wallpaper and the drapes. And she's just sitting there.
Slumped.
But looking beautiful. You had your dress on. It was just gorgeous.
I felt slumpy.
And so we come in. We all find seating.
Well, they all hug me, which...
Yeah. The hugging made you more emo.
You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
But there was great cushy seating for all of us.
Amazing seating in this beautiful area.
Yeah.
So we all just sat there, and I said, let me just say kind of a quick synopsis of what's going on in my head and how I feel. And they, of course, were so sweet. We're going to cancel the reservation for tomorrow night's dinner.
I said, we already decided we're not going to do the grand dinner at the end. We're going to just order a pizza or just find something reasonable. Who cares? It's just the food we're eating. It's fine. The point is that we're here in this beautiful place. We knew we'd wanted to do the casino one more time before leaving. So I said, we'll just get a cheaper dinner and it'll be great. And you felt really good about that. And it was fine.
It was great. Because then the next morning, so we just went back to our rooms after that. We hung out together in Josie and Aaron's big room, cold room, and dark room.
Dark room.
Yeah, we hung out there while we were awake. And then we went back to our hot, miserable, bright, tiny, no, just kidding. But we went back to our room. And again, the air was supposed to be fixed again during the day. And it was.
And so I had turned it off. And I said, when we get back, we'll click it back on. So we make sure we can really maximize the cool air. And it was on for a bit, but it did go off again.
It did break again sometime in the night. Stop blowing out cold again. I gave up on the whole bedspread hanger clip thing because ultimately I needed to be able to walk back and forth
to the bathroom.
To the bathroom because I was chugging water because I was stopping drinking. Like if I had some wine at dinner and then nothing else after, I would have a little bit and then kind of coast. Because here's my rule. I can't be hungover and tired. I can only be one.
Yeah.
So if I know I'm going to tie one on, then I need to be able to sleep great and sleep well into the morning.
Yeah.
If I'm going to know I'm not going to sleep, then I cannot drink that much because I can't be hungover and tired. I was done drinking, but I was just drinking a lot of water, which is my bad because then I was just peeing all night too. So even if I could sleep, but I couldn't, so it didn't matter. It was just too hot. It was too hot and it was too bright. But
yeah, so
we went to bed that night and that was fine.
A night in, which is nice.
We didn't gamble at all.
Yeah. And then woke up the next day. You still didn't sleep great.
No. Nope.
And
went to the beautiful breakfast.
Yes. Then we had that beautiful
buffet. Where we were going to have dinner that night in this grand ballroom, we ended up having breakfast there. The breakfast is much more affordable than the dinner, and you still get all the same ambiance.
Y'all, it was.
When they line up, so they already were, when we were walking out of the bathroom and walking back to our rooms, we noticed them setting up for the next morning's breakfast.
Yep.
And it's all the silver, all the platters, and it's just table after table after table of things that you're going to expect the next morning.
So good.
Oh, they were so good. So we went, and that was like $36 for the entire buffet.
It was totally...
To me, that is extremely reasonable.
Very reasonable. And it was, item after item. They had the biscuits and gravy.
The lox.
Y'all know, they had the lox bagels.
They had the lox bagels with capers.
They had, the grits. Those
creamy
grits.
Sausage, peppery grits.
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, those were good. Then they had waffles, French toast.
It was.
Biscuits and gravy, the lox. They had an omelet bar, custom omelets. They had your yogurt parfait bar. They had anything.
Your Bloody Mary versus Josie's Bloody Mary was,
y'all.
We'll post that for y'all. I was dying. I was like, this is so Miranda.
It's so trash. So I've never had really Bloody Marys at all. But Josie is developing a Bloody Mary mix. Yes. I think we can say this.
Yeah.
A whole new company and everything. And so hers are so good that she has gotten me to try Bloody Marys now. And I, again, didn't drink the night before really. So I decided that I would have a Bloody Mary at this brunch. And it was, so I tried Josie's and it was delicious.
Yeah.
And hers came with, the tall celery stick to stir it with, and then all the accoutrement, the olives, the lime, and, all in a pretty skewer going across the top of the glass. And I just said, guys, I'm ready to feel fancy again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Who was that girl last night? I don't know.
But she can afford a Bloody Mary.
She can afford a Bloody Mary with this beautiful brunch.
Yeah.
Because now is this last day
yet?
Day. Mm-hmm. So I knew I could do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So they finally remembered. They had forgotten, I think, for a while about my Bloody Mary. And when they brought it, what did it look like?
Okay, when they brought it, her celery stick was the height of the glass. So it didn't look like anything was in it. It looked like she got a glass of V8.
Yep. And none of the skewer with the cute olives
and just a hidden celery stalk
only that top little, like where it was broken off in that vein. What is it called? Not a vein, but the thing that you peel off. There was just a smidge of that just kind of sticking above. And so I kind of picked it up and was like bobbing it around. And our waitress said, "Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
It was kind of a terrible celery." So I said, "Well, the olives are kind of my favorite part, and I didn't even get any of that." It was
so funny, though.
Trash. It was me. It was Josie gets this because Josie's just perfectly put together. And of course, their Bloody Mary is going to be too.
Yep.
And then there's trash.
Yep.
Just trash panda Miranda with her shitty V8 Bloody Mary.
Your elderly V8.
I said, never mind. Well, at least I needed the veggies, so that's fine.
This was you. Breakfast.
It was like this. Here's this height. This. So I just had to reach in there. So stupid.
I can't.
It was true.
So we left there. Yeah. That George ignored us. And we went to.
That's right. And again, now I've been tipped off that George's wife is not cool with us.
And it's very evident.
So I'm just like,
ooh. But remember, Erin moved spots.
Erin moved seats.
Erin kind of made a blunder where all she did was move seats so she could see the full dining room and all the chandeliers.
Yeah.
Beautiful. They have history to them. But what she realized, it looked like that she moved so she could see George.
George better.
So that might have looked a little shady.
Like George's table is right next to ours, y'all. His family table in the grand ballroom where they kept getting sat for dinners and breakfast was right there. Now this is our first time in the ballroom, so we didn't know.
But we sat right next to them.
Right next to them. And so by this point, I stopped Forrest Gump waving at them and just sat down and shut up. But I was trying to just do quick glances over.
Quick little, just see what's going on.
A little glance.
But so we hop on the
shuttle.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful shuttle.
Yeah.
And
the struggle shuttle.
Zoom us straight over to the Christmas depot.
They have a Christmas shop there year round
Christmas shop. It was a delight.
A delight and a treasure.
And they had the music going and
the scents, it smelled like pine cone.
Yes.
And they had jazzy Christmas music.
It put us all in a great mood.
Oh, it was, I was at this point very much struggling, but going to the Christmas depot made me so happy. And fun fact, you can take an Amtrak straight there.
That's right. Isn't that crazy?
It's right on the Amtrak route. Literally pulls right up there if you want to get off at the Christmas depot or the Greenbrier.
We got to see also as we drove over a train coming under a tunnel as we drove over it, full of coal. It looked like a movie set.
It did.
Didn't it?
It did look like a movie set. And our shuttle bus driver, when we got in the shuttle, we said, "Oh, do y'all do tours?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "I will.
I'll take you on one."
So she just took us all over, told us all the history.
All over the property. We got to see the chapel. We got to see the golf courses. We got to see all the little homes that you can rent if you don't want to stay at the hotel.
And they had handed us champagne on the way out. Because again, I was down there asking about our air conditioning being broken.
But do you want champagne?
They're like, "So we haven't fixed that yet. But do you want some champagne?"
And we said, yeah. So we had our drinks on the shuttle. It was fabulous.
Yeah. So if you are there and you want a tour, just ask the people. Again, they're not going to say no. That's not Greenbrier's way.
No, there's no no.
There's no no. Now I might say, "Can I have a taller celery stick?" And they'll say no. Know that. For me.
No, ma'am.
No. I'm sure someone else asked about the tour and she was like, "Yes." So we did get driven around. So just ask and they'll tell you all the things. And it was fantastic. Took us to the depot. I said, "What do we do with our champagne glasses?" "Hand them to me," is what you do.
Hand them to me. I'll take them back.
Yep, I got it.
That's great.
That's not her job.
But you don't have to think while you're there.
You can barely find a garbage can.
Yeah.
Because someone's just there. And if you say, "Here's my garbage," they go, "Okay."
Yeah.
I compare it to Disney a lot just because that's
true.
A level of service that you can get. Disney just wants to make you happy. But this was just so beautiful, just on another level.
Loved it.
Listen, Disney's never ever heard me say I want capers and had them at my trattoria.
That's right.
I've also never eaten there, but whatever. You get the point. I think that's what's called trattoria. Something like that. Just go with it. It's probably AnNALS.
It's in the annals of time.
Brought it back.
Never know.
Brought it back. So then what, after the Christmas shop?
So after Christmas shop, we sat out back.
Yeah.
Right?
I lost my phone.
We sat out back. You lost your phone, and then we did the escape room.
Oh, yeah. My phone was found.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, they found her phone and texted our group chat and said, hello, this phone has been found. And so she went to Lost and Found and got it.
What are the chances that the last text message, our group text message thread was titled Greenbrier Gals Getaway?
Yeah, so they knew.
And my phone doesn't have a lock on it, so they were able to go right into it. They saw the text message. They texted that group and said, hey, we have this person's phone. I didn't even know my phone was lost.
Yeah, she didn't even know.
I didn't know.
And so
again, I was on the struggle shuttle.
We were like, is this part of the escape room?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did someone steal it?
Is it in the bunker?
Yeah.
So no.
We went and got that, then scooted over to
Well, they said, can you describe the phone?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, it's got a flower case and Princess Diana's my lock screen. They said, yep, that's the
one. Haven't seen that before. Not your children, not your husband.
Princess Diana in her revenge dress. So
yes,
y'all know.
Right.
You know that's right.
Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the escape room, down the rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
And that was so fun.
Alice in Wonderland themed. They had two different ones, a bunker one and an Alice in Wonderland themed one.
Yes.
And we went with Alice because we had already done the bunker tour and we just thought bunker on bunker was a lot.
Yeah.
We probably will do bunker next time. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, so we will.
But
if there's an escape room, I'm gonna do it.
That's right. We love escape rooms.
Yes.
They also have geocaching at Greenbrier, but we didn't geocache.
We'll do that next
we messed up. We talked about it, but we didn't do it. But yeah, the escape room. What'd you think of it? You've done them everywhere.
Great. I mean, it was interesting because it was a 45-minute one.
Yeah.
That really threw me from the jump.
Yep, but we didn't even need it.
We didn't need it. We had 11 minutes left.
That's right. We killed it.
It was good. We needed a little help to get us started. So you get your 3 clues. But we really, once we got going.
Yep, and we didn't even use all 3.
But my favorite part of it was watching Josie.
Yes. She's never done an escape room.
She's never done an escape room. And so we walk in and it's like, okay, go. And she's the timer's clicking
now
down.
What?
And she's just like, what are we supposed to be doing?
What are we looking for?
So you and Aaron and me, we're all just like under things.
Lifting up.
Checking, looking under here. Does this fit in that?
There's a dice.
Get
Why
the
would we need a dice? The lock is going to be a letter and a number combination.
Yes.
Anyone seeing letters and numbers?
And Josie is just like, what am I looking for? What am I doing?
It's like Zoolander. The files are in the computer. The files are in. And he slams it down.
We were cracking up. She was making me giggle so much. But then, she obviously was like, okay.
Yeah.
But I said, now you can take your kids. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And it's super fun. Y'all go to escape rooms. They're so freaking fun.
Yeah, they're so great.
It's a great rainy day activity.
We've had to use it in so many rainy day situations.
Days. And then our kids have a blast.
Our kids love them.
Yes.
Love them too. They'll do it forever now. You know, as long as they're around. We've done about all of them in Charlotte. So that's why we have to keep doing it in other cities.
But the nice thing is they do turn them over. I mean, probably every 6 months or so. They
have to.
New rooms.
One of the best ones we've ever done is in Boone.
Yes.
That room was top-notch technology.
You could tell that guy
the effects.
Was very
he
type
was
A.
serious.
And the effects, there wasn't a smudge anywhere. No. There wasn't an uneven line.
Every time paint gets chipped, he's touching it up.
He is
incredible. Really, really, really well done. If you've ever had a chance to. Which one is it called? Not the Emporium, but just the escape room, downtown Boone on King Street.
Yeah.
We'll try to look up the exact one of what it was called, but it was fantastic. Really good. But I know people are like, it seems like a lot of money. If you want to book out the whole room, then you're going to pay for every slot there. Sure. It's going to be maybe like $175, $200, somewhere in there. But if you have a family of 4, just know that another family might jump along with you in it, but it's fun.
Yeah, we've been with some other people before, and it's super fun.
Yeah.
Now, if they're dummies, that's hard.
That is hard because then you're just carrying everybody.
You're carrying everybody, and they're just kind of making mistakes.
And you're having to listen to them and pretend like you're taking in any of their input, but you're not.
It's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get a good group.
That's why it's great to just go with all of us because then we can just go.
Exactly.
And book out the whole room, and it doesn't matter.
That's right.
So then after the escape room.
So I think we went back to our rooms. We
Yep.
had some lay down time.
Yep, we chilled out.
Which was great.
Love it.
And then we got ready for our last fancy night.
And
so, like we said, we were going to do the pizza, but you ended up finding...
Yeah, I think Josie had said, I think there's an Asian restaurant in here somewhere. So I Googled it and found this place called Infusion. And it said it was in the casino area. And I was so confused because I felt like we had gone through the whole casino the couple nights before and for the waltzes and all the things. But then I did remember, if you looked all the way back, there could have been something there. And sure enough, there was. And I said, y'all want to gamble anyway. And we wanted to do the club and we wanted to do all the things that were down in that area. I said, we'll already be down there. It'll be so convenient.
And looking at like the prices of it, it was a normal.
It was what you would spend at any like kind of nicer Asian fusion place, even here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So if you're, spending $30 on a really nice entree and the rice with it and things like that, at least it just seemed much more doable. And it definitely was. I mean,
and it was delicious.
It was delicious.
Loved it.
But yeah, I got, you could get a couple drinks and your dinner for $70. That's fine. Like I'm used to paying that. That's a normal Charlotte price. That's fine.
Yeah.
But and it was beautiful, and our waitress was so dear. Oh,
I loved her.
Josie asked for a specific cocktail that she had kind of invented and called a samurai.
Yeah.
It was lemon juice, brown sugar, and then sake.
Yeah.
And so she had asked the waitress, do you guys by chance make something called a samurai? And the waitress said, no, but we're willing to try.
Yeah. She said, I'll make it for you.
Yeah. So she did her best. She made it. And then Josie said, is there any chance I could have a little bit more lime, a little bit more brown sugar? Sure enough, the girl brought her a whole carafe of lime juice and a whole thing. And she said, you can go ahead, add as much as you want, mix it, add as much as you want. And that is, again, just great service.
Yep.
1, you tried. 2, it wasn't perfect. No big deal. It was the first time making the drink. No one faults you for that. But you're trying to fix it. You're trying to make the customer happy. And they were.
And we were delighted.
It was awesome. So again, top-notch customer service from the Greenbrier staff.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful restaurant.
Yes.
At the way back of the casino.
So good. So we left there and we went up to the lounge.
So they have a piano bar. Not a dueling piano bar, which we love a dueling piano bar, but a piano bar. And it smelled, they had incense burning, so it smelled like a pipe.
It was very moody. It was
dark and red. And it was like the beginning of church on Easter. Throwback to that episode.
It totally was.
It was like that.
It was like that.
I said, God.
Yep. He's trying to find you.
He's there.
Where you are.
Yeah.
He's going to meet you where you are.
I know. That's awesome. And so he was there at the piano bar. And it was fantastic. We had the best time.
So we got to see several of these entertainers all come together.
All these ones who we had seen throughout the weekend are now all together.
Now they're all together and they're just hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
So good. We see the CEO of the Greenbrier.
He had a reserved table and we were staring right at him.
Yep. So we got to see him and his crew all rolled up. They're kind of right in front of the music and had great drinks and just had a good time.
Had a great time. And we danced. So someone finally came down and started dancing. So we all started dancing. Yes. It was so much fun. We could have stayed there all night, but they closed at midnight.
They closed at midnight, but the casino stays up until 4.
And there's a club. Now by club, it's just a dance floor behind the casino, but before Infusion, the Asian restaurant. And there was a DJ there, but just not many people dancing. Not the vibe of the piano bar.
Not the vibe. But we treated it like a club.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, you heard California Love.
That's one of my favorites.
This is my song! And she ran into the middle of the dance floor and she just started grinding, but like on herself, just like she was getting down. Kristin was having a good time.
I got down and dirty. Even one of the girls was like, I really love how low you can get.
She goes, you can stay down low for so long. And Kristin's like, I can stay down here all night. I can get low forever. Just know that.
But little did I know my shoes were coming apart.
Yeah, your shoes were totally falling apart. I said, are your legs okay? Like, are you sore? It's a lot of work. By the time we got back to the room at the end of the night, her shoes busted.
Yeah, they were just split open.
All the seams just split. And I said, yeah, that tracks based on how low you were getting.
Yeah. But we had a good time.
Had a good time.
And then we did some more gambling.
Y'all did some more gambling.
Yeah, you did not.
Know that.
But we did.
I didn't get out any more money. I refuse to gamble. It is not fun, but I love to watch them. And they let me sit down at the table with them this time.
Yes. And at this point, I had convinced myself that I was going to be producing a show called The Greenbrier on Bravo TV.
I'm going to take this a little bit on me. So before she got Liddy, I had said something along the lines of, God, this would make such a good reality show. Yes. Like if cameras were here, if Bravo were here,
100%.
Gosh, this would make such a good reality show. Kristin's like, that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing it. And once it's in her brain, that's it. And so the whole rest of the night,
I was interviewing people.
The whole rest of the night. I don't know what she remembers of this. Anyway, I don't know that we've had a recap yet on it. It's happening now. But we won't recap everything.
Yeah, not everything.
Not everything. But she said she was interviewing every single one of the dealers because, they switch out every 20 minutes. Yeah. And so she's just asking them, peppering them, do you have someone? Well, the first guy you said, are you married? He goes, well, we're just getting divorced after 23 years together. And she was like, great. Great. Makes great TV. I'm an executive producer for Bravo. And
would you be willing to talk
about it? And she's like, this show's going to be called just The Greenbrier.
And so I was asking each of them, is there drama here? Do you see the mingling between the
Who's sleeping with who?
Who's sleeping with who? Do the performance, is there drama? And they were starting to tell me some things. They were telling me there is cheating going on here.
One specific person was, and we won't say her name out loud, but she was willing to say a lot.
A lot.
And
it was great. And I just thought, I need Andy and a camera
That's
now.
Right. And we had a lawyer guy who next, and so Kristin's like, this is my lawyer. He's drawing up all the NDAs and everything for the show. And we'll talk salary. And she's just going with it. This is now, she was a dental assistant on Thursday night. Yeah. And tonight she's an executive producer for Bravo and starting a new reality show. And by the time we get back up to the hallway and we've dropped Josie. We dropped Josie and Aaron off at their room. She gets to the corner where we need to turn and continue to walk to our room, and she stops right in the middle of the hallway because she is still saying to me that the show's going to happen, and I'm back into my
yeah,
because
it's a fake.
I want the show to happen. What I've already tried to explain to her 7 drinks ago was that this is such a historic place. I don't think that they're going to allow lights and cameras and all the things to be taped up places and microphones. And her little heart was just so broken because she had convinced herself that she had sold the show to Bravo already. And so she stops in the middle of the hallway and she goes, I want you to know, pointing her finger, I want you to know that I'm going to do the show with or without you.
I'm not going to take another step.
She dug it in. She goes, I will not take another step until you tell me that this is a great idea and it's going to happen. And I said, Kristin, I do think it's a great idea. Please come to the room. It's 3 a.m. I'm so tired. I am so poor. I'm so overweight. Everything I said, just please get in the room. Stop talking in the hallway. Let's go. And I'm like, it's like with a child. Now she's like, no. I'm like, you don't. I was like, Kristin, it's a great idea. I really want to do this with you too. I agree. It's so good. We could make a whole show out of it. I'm just trying to let you know what some of the hiccups might be so that you're not disappointed. Now, why did I try? All I needed to do was agree with her, you guys. Yes. I know. I tried. Yeah.
It was so fake. So stupid. Yes. As the weekend went on. Yeah. And once I pointed it out, you were catching yourself.
I did. I said, I get it. I think I am doing this just to placate, just to move the things along. And she's like, don't do that. You say yeah to me one more time. I'm making the show with or without you. Know that. Just pointing at me. I'm like, okay, you're right. Just can we please get in the room. And by the time we got in the room, she's just, I need to know that this show's going to happen. I've already done it. I've done all the work. I found all the cast.
I already did the casting.
I did the casting.
I'm already following that one guy on Instagram.
I know.
He has one follower. Y'all want to know who it is? Me. I am the follower.
She is. This guy goes, she goes, do you want to be a dealer? Is this like
I said,
what your dream job is?
Life? What do you want to be when you grow up?
He said, I want to travel the world and make workout videos.
Yes.
Lifting videos.
Yes. His name is Bradley Armstrong. It's okay.
I know he's going to be thrilled.
Bradley. And he said, here's my Instagram. So I said, great. I'm going to go follow it so we can keep in touch.
No, you said, I'm going to follow it so I can hire you to be on my reality show that I'm the executive producer of.
But when I go to it, he has 0 followers and zero. And so I follow it.
So Kristin is one.
Here it is. I'm the one follower.
It's so ridiculous. Oh God, the whole thing was so. Every time she met another person, who you sleeping with, and you want to talk about it on camera.
Well, the one guy knew a lot about the one pregnancy, and he knew what she was having. He knew the gender. He knew about her registry. It was too familiar to me. You're 2 dealers. You're just getting divorced. She's having her next kid. Like, something about it. I will get to the bottom of that.
I know you will, and I very much understood that as you dug your heels into that carpet, which will never be the same, in your broken shoes, in your gorgeous dress, but all the wheels were falling apart.
Were coming off. The hair was falling out. The earrings.
I just said, I just need to get you in the room. If you'll just let me get you in the room, we can talk more in the room. And you're like, I'm not moving from this spot until you tell me that this show is happening. And I swear I'll do it with or without you. All I needed to do was agree with her. I just should just say, yes, of course, Kristin, we're going to make this show happen, and just gotten her in the room. Instead, I was like, I don't know if they'll let us put tape up on the drapes.
No.
And she did not want to hear that. And now I know better. I won't make that mistake again.
When you know better, you do better. You do better next time.
I will.
So, guys, watch me. Watch me do it. Won't he do it?
He will. And I want to be there along with you and do my best too. I was just trying to give some of the reasons. I just didn't want her to get so excited and then be let down. But now I remember she didn't even know what was happening. So I just should have let her be excited. That's on me.
So we get back to the room. I'm out of sorts. Some might say out of pocket.
But you won big again at gambling. I think it's worth noting that she has no clue what's happening, but somehow still wins. Meanwhile, I'm like, so if it's a chew, face up. And then what does the book say? The book says 61% odds. Yeah? Okay. No. She's like, hit me. I don't know. What are we doing?
Double it.
Bradley, let me follow your gains page with Z's. Hey, Tim, what you doing? We drawing up those NDAs? What's going good? What's good? Oh, okay, yeah, another drink. Yep, right over here. Oh, it's the walls going. And just meanwhile, like, tap, tap. No. Make money. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm like, what is it like being God's favorite?
Oh, my gosh.
What is it like?
I am definitely not.
Yes.
God's like, make some improvement.
No, he loves you. You're doing okay.
So
we'll just skip that night at the hotel room.
Yeah.
Okay, skip right into the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top of the morning.
So this is the night that I poured the pills down your throat, gave you the hemp wellness. Everything. At that point, I'm exhausted for her and by her. Yeah. I am like, take these pills. Turn on.
Take a Xanax.
Yes, I begged her to take a Xanax. She won't do it. How does it interact? I am over it. Now, I know I have to get up.
She's over it.
We ended up making spa appointments. Josie,
Aaron, and Kristin.
We all made the
spa appointments. The day before, when I was just sitting on a bench, like feeling existential dread, they said, we're going to go down to the spa They came back. They said, we made spa appointments for 9 a.m. We know you did not
You don't
want one. I'm like,
wanna
oh,
come.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I definitely don't want to come.
So I end up trying to sneak out. Of course, the freaking loud door wakes her up. But you
It's
were
okay.
able to fall back.
Yeah.
I stumble my way down and still had a full face of makeup because I didn't wash it off.
No, I know.
But it still looked good.
It looked great.
Because I don't think I moved at all in the night. So
you didn't.
Get down there. We had...
What?
Well, I have to tell so I'm checking in with the girl and she said... In one sentence, this was one sentence, she said,
I got to get it together. I'm sorry, y'all.
I've got you checked in. Your masseuse is going to be Angela. And Tangela is going to take you to the back.
Yes, Angela. It's Angela. I don't know why that's so funny.
In my mind, I thought,
is Mangela coming out at some point?
Mangela.
Angela.
D'Angela. I just thought.
Is everyone named here?
Angela's your masseuse, and Tangela here's going to take you back. And I thought, wow, wowie, wow.
Kristen's like, well, that's going to be a little tough for the show because it might confuse some people.
That's tough for
your casting.
Think about that. So I get back there.
Oh, because that dream's over by the morning when she's finally sobered back up. Oh, maybe I'm not producing the show with Angela and Tangela.
The dream was over. The dream was over, for sure.
Okay.
So I get back. There's snacks galore. Thank you, God. So I eat a Luna bar or something. Water.
Oh, at the spa.
At the spa, yes. Robes. Of course, Josie and Aaron are there. They had gotten coffee. They're doing fine. So
they've been sleeping.
Yeah. So they end up taking us back. And we got what they call the Greenbrier special. And I'm just going to let y'all know this so you know what to expect.
Tell them.
The Greenbrier special is they put you in this bath, which is sulfur. So they're known for their sulfur water in the mountains. And so they put you in a bath for about 25 minutes. Hot water, the jets, yada, yada. So they stick you in there. You're in your own room. They leave. So that felt great. And I felt like maybe this is healing me. It's getting all the toxins out. And then then they take you. They wrap you in a towel. Now, at this point, you're just like, I'm naked with Angela, Tangela's. I'm naked with them all.
Yeah.
That's just how they roll here. And it is what it is.
Yeah.
So they wrap you in a towel and they take you to the spray down room.
You know what I have to remember when I'm naked in front of other people? But not that it bothers me because I'm naked all the time. But just how much they see.
Oh.
Like, they're seeing every single person.
They have seen it all. And I also think after you've had children.
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of just like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Dozens of people have been down
there. But I just have to always remind myself, like, this is not the craziest thing they've ever seen.
No.
My body, whatever I'm insecure about on it, they've seen worse or better or whatever, different. It just doesn't matter because they see it all.
Yeah, all the time.
And I would just assume it eventually is like white noise. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Totally. So they take you into the spray down room where you disrobe. You are now completely naked walking around with this person. They stick you in these showers and there's 12 different shower heads spraying your body. And so you go in the shower. Your head is okay, but from here down.
Thank God they didn't spray the face.
I know. I was thinking that.
Oh my gosh.
It would have been a draft. Can you imagine? The browns are just streaking.
Oh, no.
I did dab it. I mean, some of the spritz, but who knows? So anyway, she's like, okay, I've got these water guns. And Hoses.
Yeah.
They're hoses hooked up to these water guns. And she's got two, like a cowboy. Chew. She's about 15 feet away from me while I'm in the shower. She is 15 feet back and she's spraying me down.
So it's all these other jets at you in addition to these high
pressure jets
that are just spraying out of a thin stream.
Yes.
At you?
Stream. Yeah.
Oh.
So she would do the front of my legs. Boom, 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 boom.
Is it to massage it in a way?
Massage, yeah. It's to get you ready for the massage.
Oh.
So then turn to the left, spraying all down the side, down the arm, down the side of the leg, then the back.
Cha-cha, real smooth. Okay.
Cha-cha now, y'all.
Is it turn to the
back now, y'all? 1 time, 2 times. So spray down the back, on the booty, and down the back of the legs. Then you face the other way. So spray. Mine was enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm not seeing bruising on you.
I don't have any bruising.
You didn't have any afterwards either.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. So I felt good about it. I mean, I was just like, okay, we're just naked. Okay, I'm with Angela, not Tangela. So she finishes. She brings me a warm towel.
Yes.
That feels great. And then take you to the massage room and get rubbed down.
And they do it.
And she did it, and it was fabulous.
And you felt so good afterwards.
Oh, boy, did I.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yes.
You know what I needed? I needed a spray down, a massage, and that Wendy's. And that brought me back to life.
Yep. And so after the spa, they all came upstairs and they came into the room and it was time to pack up.
It was time to pack.
It was time to leave this hot box.
Yeah.
Or is that what a vagina's called?
I think so.
It's like when I'll say like raw dog it just to mean like raw.
Yeah.
And people are like,
yeah, but that means
that's something else. Yeah. Yeah.
But
so,
hot box, yeah. Isn't a hot box?
Is it a vagina?
But what is it called when you that's a Dutch oven.
Yeah, we don't do that. We talked about that on another podcast. Yep. Not our vibe.
That was it, you guys. It was time to go. And so we all became our trash selves again. It's like when the clock strikes midnight and Cinderella and it all falls apart. That's kind of where I felt.
That was us at noon.
Yeah.
At noon, it was just time to pack it all up and go. Clutch decision I made in between getting her back into our room and being allowed to go to sleep by her in that window, which was long. It was long. I did have the forethought to call down to the front desk and ask for a late checkout.
Thank
God. Because in my head, I thought these 3 girls are going to be getting up at the crack to go down. They're not going to pack beforehand. No. It's going to last 2 hours.
Yeah.
They're not going to have time to come up and pack up or anything. And so I knew that it was going to be cutting it close. So I was able to get us, and they gave us till noon, which was all we needed. That was perfect. So yeah, they came back about 11:15, and then we had to hustle to get out of there. And then go ahead, tell them what I didn't do for you.
Okay, well, this is my lasting memory. The last thing I did there was have to drag my 75-pound suitcase down a carpeted hallway to multiple different levels because we kept getting to the wrong level.
That's true.
Because she didn't want to call the bellman. She just thought, well, why do we need bellman? What do we need that for?
Why do we need petite?
Little do you know, when you called, they are there in 60 seconds.
Yeah, I did not realize that. I thought we'd be waiting on them too long, and I said, we got to get out of here. It's already like 12:02.
Yeah, no. I was like, call the bellman. And then she gave me that look. She said, yeah. And the shame, I was like, fine, I'll just drag it. I'll balance my pillow and my carry-on and all of this.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, and I regret it, and I said we should have gotten the bellman. I admitted it.
You owned it.
I did. I said I did not realize how quickly they could be here. I should have known better because it's Poteet, and he's a rock star.
Rock star.
He's been there 36 years. He has 2 more years. He's put his kids through college. So proud. And everyone there is so happy to share their story, and they've all been there forever. Yes. So they love to talk about it. They love
the Greenbrier.
And they love the Greenbrier and everything that it has done for their lives or their families. And it's just so cool to listen to them talk. And I loved getting to meet all of them. Yeah. And so we should have called Poteet. I get it. Especially me, because my pillow is a water pillow and it's in a silk pillowcase, which is totally ripped. That's fine. But the water sloshes around, and wherever it goes, it falls. So
right? it falling just onto the ground.
And then to carry it, it's like
heavy.
15 pounds. I don't know. It's a lot. There's a lot of water in there. Yeah. And so anyway, we should have called Poteet. My bad. We did keep going to the wrong level. Poor Chrissy just had to keep dragging her bag that weighs as much as she does.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. And I know that was a lot for you.
It was.
And usually I have to do it for her, but between my water pillow and my huge suitcase that you bought me.
I know. I love that suitcase.
It's a great suitcase. It's really, really good. But I never owned a suitcase, so Kristin bought me one for Christmas one year and then hid more gifts inside of it. She could have hidden herself inside of it and been my gift. But she's already my gift.
You're my gift.
Isn't that nice?
Aww,
I mean it.
I mean it too.
Yeah. Even after
that's the bellman.
My meltdown.
That's what it's like.
That is. I think that's a great place. Oh, we went to Wendy's.
So we drove away, and it was really hard to drive away because it was this is over.
Really hard to drive away.
This is over. But we were all starving, and we said the first fast food place we see, we're going.
and it was
there
a Wendy's.
a Magic Wendy's like 2 miles down the road.
And they had, and Josie and Aaron, I don't think had tried the garlic fries yet, so they got to have the garlic fries.
And they accidentally gave us an extra meal.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to eat like half another cheeseburger.
Yep, and that one came with onions, so you're excited. Yeah, it was great. It was exactly what we all needed, and so thankful for Aaron for driving us home.
Yes, thank you, Aaron.
Yes, Aaron did a great job getting us there. Usually I'm the driver, and I kind of insisted, but she drove us there, and then on the way back, she said, "I'm really good, and I know you haven't slept at all."
Yeah.
So she was so sweet to drive us back, and then dropped me off at my house. The infamous picture of me holding all the things.
All your things. It's so perfect.
Carrying all the things. And that was our Greenbrier experience. We cannot recommend it enough. Even with the AC, y'all, just move the rooms. Oh, yeah. Just move the freaking rooms.
I mean, my recommendation, what I feel now is no matter where I go, right? When you first get to a room, check all of those things. Is the AC really, before you unpack and all of that, because then it becomes a headache. Yeah. Just check all of those things if you are a finicky sleeper like we are.
And we are. And don't just think, oh, we'll just be asleep so we won't see that huge window with no shades and pouring through. And just move the rooms. That's probably what we needed to do. But the Greenbrier was above and beyond. It was everything that we wanted it to be and more. So many of y'all had said when we talked about that we were going that, you know, it was a dream place for you to go to, or that you have been there and it's the absolute best. And now we see it. We know why firsthand. I will be back for sure. Absolutely will be back. For as cheap as I am, hear me say this, I still want to take my family because I still want them to experience and see it all. I really want to take Jerry.
Yes.
Because my grandma loves to gamble. And so I feel like a 4-hour away drive is doable.
Totally.
And she was alive during these times
she
and
would love
seeing
to see
these things.
Pictures.
And I think that would be really cool for her. So can't recommend Greenbrier enough. We don't get paid anything to say this. No. We have to pay for the Greenbrier. Obviously it wasn't free. I think that you've picked up on that from all of my recollections. But can't recommend it enough. Please go see it all firsthand. Got to do the bunker tour.
100%.
What are you taking away from the Greenbrier?
My takeaway is I think I just loved, we were going to talk quick about just the fashions. Like,
oh yeah.
I think this is a place you can go and just feel beautiful because your surroundings, whether that's indoor or outdoor.
Yeah.
You know, they were saying like one of the rooms is the most photographed room in all of the Greenbrier. Like you can't help but just get fabulous pictures of you and your family together. And I just, to me, you know, I cherish photos and stuff so much. And I just think, you know, you're never going to recreate that. And so
that moment in time.
I don't know. I just feel like those are photos I'm going to look back on when I'm old and gray and be like,
I agree.
Gosh, that trip with those girls was so fun. Look how young and happy.
I agree.
And we were like coaching Erin on like, here's how to pose and like get your best angles and stuff. And we got such good photos of her. And I hope that she cherishes those forever. Like, I don't know. Just there's a feeling when you're there. And I think that we captured that.
There is definitely a feeling while you're there. Yeah. And you have to get it. It's indescribable. It was just the coolest, best. It was so fun. Honestly, if I could have fixed the sleep, I don't know how it could have been made better.
Yeah.
You know?
Truly.
Yeah. And just going in with a better assumption of, okay, I know what the prices are going to be. Don't freak out. Just enjoy it. YOLO, thrive.
YOLO.
You know, like.
Which is what Josh would say to you.
And he did.
Yeah.
When I got home and was telling him everything, he's like, Miranda, oh my gosh. Why'd you do that?
I know.
You know, he gets on me too about it.
Good.
So, but even with all that, even with my meltdown, the lack of sleep, the hot, the sun, the whatever, I still just was like, I want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to go back. I'm so sad to leave. So that's the magic of the Greenbrier. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. Okay. Do you have trivia?
I do. Okay. This is interesting.
Okay.
You might have heard this, but what is the Greenbrier named after? What would you think a Greenbrier is?
I would think it's a plant of some sort, like a briar bush is what I would think, but I think that's AR and this is ER. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. A tree?
It's named after a vine.
A vine.
A vine. So you were on.
I definitely, I felt like it was going to be foliage of some sort, but didn't know if it was tree, bush, flower.
Yeah.
But it's a vine.
I'm so proud of you. That was great.
Okay. Good enough.
And then what do we want for Back That Axe?
I think it's got to be the song you ran onto the dance floor.
Well, it's number one on my playlist.
Right now?
Yeah.
Is that just random or is that shuffled or just, is it always number one?
I mean, it's just on this playlist I'm looking at.
That is so freaking random.
Right?
Yeah, that's meant to be. Back that ass up. Let's go, podcast.
Let's go.
If y'all had seen Kristin run through the casino, I mean, she goes, knows how to party. She said, that's my song. And she ran onto the dance floor. The DJ was so happy to see you coming in that red gown, just flowing behind her. In the city of West Virginia. In the city of Bunker, White Sulphur Springs, keep it rocking. And we did shake it right here. Oh yeah, not shake it yet.
West Virginia.
Oh, Wild Wild West Virginia. There it is.
There it is. I knew we would tie it together.
Yeah. That perfect little bow. Perfect little bow.
Like the bows on those drapes.
Such good bows. We're gonna post.
We need to do multiple receipts.
It's gonna be impossible to even do. It's just gonna be the 10 and then story.
Yeah.
But I think that's it.
And that's it
for the
podcast.
Yes.
We love y'all for hanging in there, listening to all of our antics.
At the Greenbrier.
You putting up with my antics, me putting up with your breakdown.
Yep.
And that's how it is when you're besties.
Tit for tat. I would not want to experience the hot box.
The annals of hot boxing.
The annals of hot boxing with anyone else.
With anyone else.
But you!